Okay, it's the 6th of December. It's a Friday. We've got about 25 minutes to the NY Open. We're going to get to the charts in a second. Just need to check. Sound is good. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Just a second. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Yeah. So today's a Friday. Today's NFP. NFP is in about 50 minutes from now, 55 minutes from now. Just check the calendar before we proceed. Today, yeah, NFP is in about 55 minutes from now, so you have plenty of time for prep work. Usually I take about 25 minutes for prep work, so we've got a lot of time to look at zones where price can possibly come to grab liquidity before it moves in a certain direction. There's a lot of time for that. Okay, so on the daily, as usual, it's just ranging. It's been ranging since last Tuesday. Yeah, 26th. 8 days, right? It's almost getting close to 2 weeks. But I think today we should have a breakout either to the upside or below, either below 2633 and a continuation, or below or above 2650 and a continuation. Um, so if we start to close um, above 2650, if 1 hour candles start to close above 2650, then we're heading towards 2674. And the same way, if we start to close below 2633, then we should be heading towards 2600, right? So those are fairly big moves, 300 and almost 350 pips in both directions, about, let's say, 300 to 330 pips in both directions. And then volume, if there's a lot of volume today being NFP, we could even push further, right? Either further above 2674 or below 2600, right? But the first two barriers to get through are 2650 or 2633. These are the two areas we want to get through first, because these areas, because price has been ranging between these two areas for the last 8 days. Okay, so let's get to our trading chart, draw a zone. So before we do that, let's recap what happened um, yesterday. So price did come to supply, did create M30 resistance, right? And then it was sells after that, but the sells didn't pull back up again towards this candle. It did react to 2650. So as I've said, there are three areas on the chart that I look to take trades from, and that is H4, H1 supply demand zones, um, BRNs. I call them BRNs. These are big round numbers. Just a second. Yeah, I call them BRNs, or big round numbers. And then these areas, weekly support resistance areas, right? These levels here. That's it. Just three areas, right? There is also the EMA pullbacks to EMA, but that's not important. I don't consider that too much. It's basically these main three areas: supply demand zones that I have drawn, that I draw on the H4 H1 time frame, the BRNs, and then weekly support resistance levels. Okay, so let's get rid of all of these. Let's get rid of everything here and redraw our zones for today. Prices come through all of these. Let's move these. Sorry. Okay. Let's get rid of this as well. Just not to cause confusion. Okay. That's a cleaner chart. Right. So that's a range of about a 400 pip range. Let's get rid of this as well. Just start on a clean chart. Just move these labels to the right. Okay. So from here all the way down here, that's a 700 pip area. There is nothing. I'm not drawing anything. I've deleted everything. Okay. So all that you see on the chart is the BRN, the big round number 2650, 2600, and then weekly support 2633. Right. Everything in between this supply up here, right? That's a rally, a base, and a drop. So between that supply and this demand level down there is clean. I've removed everything. That demand is here, right? Rally, base, rally. It's a single basin candle and a rally, right? So all of that, that's a 700 pip range, completely empty. Okay, so let's start. Okay, let's start with demand first. The most obvious demand is this right here. All right, that's a drop, two basin candles, and a rally. Okay. Right. We'll fine tune these later. We can refine these later if needed. Now, have we broke through this zone here? There's a drop. These are all basin candles. And then there's a leg out there, a rally there, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 basin candles and a rally. A drop, 6 basin candles and a rally, right? That's demand. And price has come deep into it, but not broken it yet. So we're going to have to mark that zone because we haven't broken it yet. So that's all that's left from that zone, right? That's all that left from the zone. That's that wick there. Further down is the zone that we already have here. We're going to extend that to the right. Okay, and that should be good enough. That covers 480 pips to the downside. Let's just be safe because it's NFP, and let's draw another zone below here. Okay, so we have a rally. These are all basin candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 basin candles because they're all side by side, right? They're all in the same range. And then we have a leg out, a rally, right? So rally, all these are basin candles and a rally. So let's bring this here. Okay, roughly there. Okay, that should be good. So that's current price. That covers about 700 pips to the downside, which is more than enough. Let's put the numbers here. This open 285, low 450. 450. Okay. Let's put the numbers on this. This open is 179 and the low is 342. 179, 342. Okay. and weekly support is right there, right? So you got to be careful when there is a weekly support right at a demand level. Price does not need to touch the demand level. We can just push up from weekly support. It's a very strong level, right? Because they all have equal importance. High time frame supply demand zones. When I say high time frame for session trading, it's basically the H4 and H1 zones, and then BRNs, these big round numbers, 2650, 2600, 2550, 2500, 2700, 2750, those, and then these weekly support resistance, 2633, 2674, 2586. All three of them have equal value when it comes to session trading. Right. Okay, so this low is 528, 342, 528, 322. All right, done. That's it for demand. We're going to look at high liquidity zones later, right? So those are the levels that we have. Extend this to the right as well. That's basically a high liquidity candle. Inside that we had marked that probably about a few days back, but we'll take a look at it again today. Okay. Now, there is this ugly supply zone. Really ugly. But it is pretty obvious. Okay. You have a rally there, and all of that is the base, and then you have the drop, right? So that's the base, all of this. From here all the way up there, 144 pips, that's the base. A rally, all of this is base, and the drop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 candles, 4-hour candles in the base, right? That's 3 days of ranging. Yeah, it's almost it's over 2.5 days of price ranging, and then the drop. Okay, so that's the 4-hour base. And then just move to the right, is this drop, 2 basin candles and a drop. Okay, so let's mark that as well. Price has come deep into it. This was the original base. This would have been the base. The drop, 2 basin candles and a drop. Test here. Good. One second. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Did the sound just drop? Test. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. So there's this drop, 2 basin candles and a drop, but price has come deep into it. So we have to push this up here. Okay. Because that's the bit of the supply zone that's still active. All right. It hasn't gone right through it yet. And then we have this zone here, so we're going to extend that to the right as well. Okay. Move this to the right. Okay, so that's the closest supply zone right there. And there's weekly resistance. There's a BRN right here, 2650. These two yellow lines are very important. Okay, we're pushing up from one, and we could head to the next. Where are we? And that should cover 260 pips. We got to go higher. Okay, the next one is this drop, base, and drop. Right, so we're going to extend that to the right as well. Okay, and inside that we found two liquidity candles that I had marked at the beginning of the week, actually since last week. We're going to extend that to the right as well. It's a very wide zone. It's a 200 pip zone plus 200 pip zone. Yeah, 210 pip zone. It's a high liquidity zone as well. And there are two liquidity candles that price can react to inside that. Okay, now that should cover about 400 pips to the upside. Let's just be safe and extend this as well. The reason for this is a rally here, or you can say this is the rally, and these are all basin candles. 1, 2, 3, 4 basin candles, and then a drop. Okay, a rally, 4 basin candles and a drop. Or you can say that this is a rally, these two are basin candles and a drop. It will still amount to the same thing. Okay, you still have to draw this zone exactly the way it's drawn now. Okay, that's good. That should be good. Yeah, that's 600, 580, 600 pips away from current price. That's good. We've got the downside covered. We've got the upside covered. Now, let's clean these up. Close 287, open 288, 7, high 721, 721, 287. Two, three, five. That's good. Okay. Right. So got supply covered here. Now we're going to take a look at which of these high liquidity zones and which are not. Let's start with supply. This zone right here. Did you take out any demand to the left? Yes, it is. There was demand right here. Right, 4-hour demand right there. Price came down. Even let's go down to the 1-hour time frame. It should be pretty obvious. Let me just save this. Okay. Yeah, so there was demand right here, a drop and a rally. There's a basin candle on the M15 or M30 that we spotted yesterday, and this move down took out that, right? You can see that this candle broke on the way down. On the way this moved down, we broke below this, right? So making this a high liquidity zone. Okay, this entire thing a high liquidity zone. Did this take out anything here? Yes, it did. It did take out this demand. So if you go on to the 1-4 hour, it's 119 pips. We've come 67 pips into it. Yeah, we would still consider it a high liquidity zone because it's still supply, right? And there is supply there. that took out this drop and rally here, and there's a 30-minute base there. Also, this move down took out this demand right here, right? So this is also a high liquidity zone, and then the one above is a high liquidity zone as well. This is a high liquidity zone as well. Okay. In terms of demand, um, did this take out anything here? Um, yeah, so this move up took out this 1 hour demand, 1 hour supply zone. This demand took out this 1 hour, and there is 1 hour supply here as well, a drop, base, and a drop. So this move up took out that as well. You can see it broke above that high, even straight up, and it took out this as well. So making this a high liquidity zone as well, right? And then this bit at the bottom there's nothing left of that, just the wicks. So that is, I don't think that's high liquidity anymore. Yeah, that was a 266 pip zone. Price has come 188 pips. So that is 2/3 of the way into it. So that bit is no longer high liquidity zone. That all that's left of it is a wick. Um, yeah, there is just that bit left of it. 50 pips. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't consider that a high liquidity zone, because then if we break through this, the next important area is to 2600. We're going to take a look at that area and see if there is a high liquidity candle in that area. But for now, I'm not going to call it a high liquidity zone. Okay, and then the one below is a high liquidity zone, and the one below that is also a high liquidity zone because it took out these highs. If you go on the 1 hour, it should be pretty obvious. This move up, yeah, this, just have a feeling that okay, this move up took out this 1 hour supply here, drop, base, drop, base, drop. There's supply there, supply there. This move up took out all of that. So this is a high liquidity zone. Okay, perfect. Let's clean all of this up. Okay, we're ranging, and we very well possibly going to range until uh, news, until NFP. Um, yeah, just give me a second. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and we'll continue. We got 30 minutes for news, so we're not going to be taking any trades right now. But we got NY opening in a couple of minutes, and we have 30 minutes after that for news. So we have plenty of time. Just give me a second. All right, I'm back. Okay, so we got our high liquidity zones marked. We got our H4 supply and demand zone marked for the session. Um, okay. Yeah. Um, Now let's take a look at these areas and see where price can come to, where can price react. We are right in between supply and demand right at the moment. Okay, let's take a look at this area again. We have for our resistance there, so we do have a level here as well, and we do have a level here that we've created. Created this. Let's go to the 1 hour. Right there. Let's go on 30-minute. Yeah. These two basin candles, the rally, two basin candles, and a drop. This rally, base, drop. Okay, so that is H1 supply. We've got to mark that. 563081. 563081. Okay. High 563. Let's move this up a bit. 5.83. Okay, better. And this one has taken out this demand here, so that's a high liquidity zone as well. Okay, rally, base, drop, took out this rally, base, rally, took out this low basically, right? So that's a high liquidity zone. Okay, now if price pushes up, we're right in the middle of these two. That's an 89 pip range or 90 pip range. We got weekly support right there, just under here. If price pushes into this or this or this, we're going to take a look at where can price, what candle can price react to. That's basically what we're looking for, is a high liquidity candle. Okay. 31, it's 29, 27, 49. That candle right there. Close 081, 077. Looking for a candle that stands out. It's 27 pips, 25 pips, 22 pips. This candle right here. 373103. 373103. Okay, that's an area the price can react to and push price down again. This candle right here. Then the next area in this, there is this candle right here. Price is broken right through it. There is this 82 pip candle right here. There is a 83 pip candle right there. there is this 99 pip candle right here. Let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. That's a 70 pip candle. $63 pips. $52 pips. 62 pips. Let's go on the 5-minute. $43 pip candle right there. $43 pip candle. 42. Such an ugly range that there are so many candles in their price range. They're so long. I think that's the candle right there. Yeah, this high 189,759, 51, 9, 47.59, 4.3, 189,759, 759. Five double 6,139. Yeah, it's that candle right there. Yeah, that's the candle. Okay. There's a liquidity candle here. This light red area, and there's a liquidity candle here. This light red area. Okay. Save this. Now, if price breaks this, that means it's breaking above 2650, there shouldn't price should clear and go to this candle, this zone right there. Where are we? Let's take a look at that. 220 pips away. Yeah, let's take a look at that area as well. It's a 97 pip candle there. 71. 63. 50. 52. It's got to be this candle, 5-minute candle. Okay. If we break above This is the next candle. Price has come several times into this area. It's a 56 pip candle. $52.24. So we're not at the 50% mark yet. Yeah, this candle is still valid. $41. This candle right here, 60.06.494. 60.06.494. Okay, because that zone is a 52 pip zone, and we've just come about 23 pips into it. Not crossed the 50% mark yet. Okay, perfect. So this should give us, that's about 200 pips up. Yeah, once we break here, there is nothing to hold price. We should break. If we break here, we're going right through this, and we're coming to this. There's a 5-minute candle right here. This 5-minute candle. Okay, perfect. Supply is done. Now, if price does drop, right, these light red areas are places where price can react to if it does pull back for liquidity, or if it's just going up. It can stop at these areas, right, at the light red areas. These light red areas are inside H4 or H1 supply demand zones, H4 supply zones, right? Sorry, H4 supply zones. Now, if price drops, this is a high liquidity zone. Where can price react and push back up? So 54 pip candle. That candle is outside. Let's go down to the 15-minute. This candle right here, 55 pips. 55 pips, close. $59. $44. Let's go to the 5-minute. There's nothing on the 5-minute. It's a 60 pip candle. Yeah, if it does come down, I think we're going to break through this. Price is broken below this liquidity candle. Yeah, if we come down, we're going to break through this. Likely we're going to push down. Very likely that we're going to push down. Price has gone right through this candle. 60.44. Gonna have to mark this candle. $430.830. 430.830. Okay, we got about 10 minutes, 12 minutes to news, 11 and a half minutes to news. Okay, yeah, so we are pushing down. I think price is gonna come to this candle, break right through. We can get a bounce and then we break right through. Okay, next area, this zone right here. Let's look at that on the 30-minute time frame. Let's see this. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. So nothing holding price. It should break right through. Let's go to the 5-minute. Yeah, there is nothing. There is no wick here at the bottom. Yeah, once we, it's 35, 43. $86. 35, 43. Okay, this is 1393,965. 28. Three five. This candle right here. 217,782. 217,782. Okay. So if we break below here, we're heading straight down to 2600. If you don't get a reaction at 2600, then we're heading down here. So that's 77 pips there, and below this is another 77 pips, and below this is another 77 pips, right? Pretty simple. Yeah, we're not going to worry about this. This is very far from current price. Okay, 10 minutes to news, 9 minutes. Let's see now what could possibly happen. On the 30-minute, what are we doing? We've created resistance. We've tapped into a high liquidity candle. Created resistance. The step was at 1430. 30 minutes prior to NY open. Let's go down to the 15-minute. 15, okay. This broke this high, this broke this high. Yeah, we could come back up again. Yeah, so we've created resistance, but we could come back up for liquidity and then push down, right? So if we come back, if we come up, I want to see. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to try to take a trade during the news candle. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for the first 15-minute candle to close. Okay. I'm going to wait for the first 15 minutes for the news candle to close. Let this candle close. Let the news candle do its thing. And then look at the next news candle. And then look at the candle after the news candle. I'm not going to try to trade the news candle. What I can see right now is that we've created M30 resistance. Price has touched a high liquidity candle. If you go down to the 15-minute time frame, this candle has no top wick. We could push up, grab liquidity from either this candle here right? So this is a 5-minute candle, right? This candle again, we could grab liquidity, or we could push up to this zone, grab liquidity from this candle and push down. Either way, I'm going to wait for the news candle to close, 15-minute news candle to close, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because we've got weekly support right here. I'm not going to take a sell here and then price bounce off just weekly support and push back up again, right? We're already bouncing off weekly support and we're pushing up. So we're going to wait for this news candle to do its thing. It might come up here. It might come up even here, right? It might even come up further up. We don't know, but we're going to wait for the news candle to close. If you do get a trade to drop, we can drop to 2633. And once we close below 15-minute candle, close below 2633, we're heading straight here, 2624. That's another almost 100 pip drop, about a 95 pip drop again from this weekly support, right? So there's plenty of room to trade. We just have to wait to see the direction, what price is going to do. Where is it going to grab liquidity from to push down? If it is to push down, from here or from here, right? Is it this area, or is it 2650, or is it even higher up, these light red areas? Okay, so we're going to wait for the 15-minute, the news candle to close, and then see how that candle closes, where it closes, and then make a decision if we're going to take a sell trade or not. If price needs to push up, then it's probably doing so from weekly support 2633, because that's where the tap has already happened, right? So if that's the case, then I want to see 30-minute support form. Let's see if this candle closes bullish and we have a 30-minute support form, or if the next candle closes bullish and 30-minute support form to take a trade going up. But I don't want to buy inside these red areas. I'm going to wait for them to break, price pull back, and then buy if I'm to buy. I'm not going to buy inside. I never buy inside supply zones. These are all supply zones that are marked. I never buy inside them, and I never sell inside these green zones either. I always try to sell from inside these and buy from inside these green zones. But if I'm to buy, then I need to see one break, price break above, break out of these one of these zones, break above it, pull back, then take the trade to go back up. Okay, so no rush. I'm going to wait for the news candle to close, 15-minute news candle to close, and then let's see if you have a trading opportunity. Okay. Two and a half minutes more. Okay. Yeah, this is the closing resistance. This is where we form resistance when we're closing bearish. So very likely that we're going to continue to push down, but we need liquidity to push down. So has it collected enough liquidity to push down all the way down here, 125 pips? Or is it going to come back up, grab liquidity, and then push down 125, 150 pips, right? That's the question. Yeah. So a minute and a half. But this M30 candle seems to be closing bearish. It's the 15-minute. Yeah, we should push up. We should push up to grab liquidity because there is no top wick on this 15-minute candle. But if it has already grabbed enough liquidity, then it doesn't need to do that. It can just push straight down here, 2624. Okay, straight to 2624. Thirty seconds for news. What numbers are they expecting? Really doesn't matter. 218K. Yeah, they're expecting good numbers. It should push down. Any number above 12K should be good. The previous numbers are 12,000. So any number above 12,000 should be good. It should come out as good numbers. It should push down. Are we grabbing liquidity? Are we grabbing liquidity? Yeah, we're pushing up, pushing up. Pushing up. Gonna push outside this. If we break this zone, we're coming to the next one. Okay. Taking a sell right there. Stop loss above this light red area. TP here. This is my TP. Yeah. Perfect. Coming down. Grab liquidity from the light red area. Pushing down, we should come to this. It's dropped 120 pips already. So stop loss is above that. Let's give it a candle. Yeah, above, maybe above this candle is good. It's 30-minute candle right here. That's safe. That's a safe stop loss. More aggressive would be above this light red area. So here, so let's just put a line there. Weekly support is pushing price back up again. But we've closed bearish, so let's see, we should continue down. This 43.73. 43.73. This high is 563. So the M30 candle needs to close bearish. right? Pullback is fine, but it needs to close bearish. If it closes bullish, or if you break this high, yeah, I might close my trade. I'm going to hold it to here, to this candle high right here, this candle. Okay, this candle right here. That's going to be my stop loss. 2645.63. 2645.63. TP, yeah, about 55 pips, and TP about 150 pips. That's a 3 RR trade. Okay, to this candle, to this area here. Yeah, so we did. There was no top wick there as anticipated. Price went up, broke above it, grabbed liquidity from the light red area, and we are pushing down. It's just, I'm adding another position there. Um, yeah, have another position. The whole idea is this needs to close bearish. The M30 candle needs to close bearish. The M15 can close bullish, that's fine when we push up, but the M30 candle needs to close bearish. Probably push up back up here again. Might take another entry right here. We'll wait for the 15-minute candle to close and then let's decide. 9 minutes for the candle to close. So it was great numbers. So price should continue down. Where could we go to? What does a 4 look like? 4 is cut right through this. Key is that the 30-minute needs to close bearish, not bullish, but bearish, right? 23 minutes, long time for 30-minute candle close. Or it needs to respect this candle high, whichever comes first. If it breaks above this candle high, the trade is invalid because we're coming to the next zone here. We're coming to 2650. There's no point holding the trade. And it's very likely then that we are also going to close bullish, right? But the 30-minute close is bearish, the sells are in play, and we're coming down. Okay, the 15-minute can close bullish, that's fine, but the 30-minute needs to close bearish. We've made resistance, so the 30-minute needs to close bearish. But if you break this high here, 43.73, then I'll close this position that's here. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm not going to be trying to overtrade today or take more trades, and that's basically, it's just one idea that I have, and it'll be a very short session as well. Um, if price pushes up, breaks 2643, I'll close one. If it breaks to 2645.63, close the other. That's the end of it. It's a Friday. I'm not going to try to uh, force trades here. We could push up. This is the London high. Yeah, we could push up above it, come here. Very possible. Yeah, that's probably what's happening. Gonna close. Yeah, we're pushing up. We're pushing up for sure. We're pushing up. 2633 weekly support. That's the area that we're grabbing liquidity down from to push up, which was expected. It's either it's going to grab liquidity from here to push down, or 2633 weekly support to push up. We break 2643.73. I'm closing both. I'm not going to hold. It's no point holding to that candle. Once we break, we should be heading straight up after that. Up here, another 60, 70 pips. Yeah. I'm going to close. Yeah, we're pushing up. Wait for the 50-minute candle to close. Weekly support. Yeah, weekly support is holding price. If you respect these lows, then we're pushing back up. Price has to break below these lows. We're respecting these lows. Probably pushing back straight up again. Yeah. It's going to wait for the 30-minute candle to close. It's going to wait for the 30-minute candle to close. If it closes bearish, I'll hold. If it closes bullish, I'm closing the trade instantly. And that's it. I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to call it an early day. Yeah. If it closes bullish, if the 30-minute candle closes bullish, we're just ranging. Nothing's happening. If you have made 30-minute resistance, and if you made 30-minute support here, then we're just ranging. It's pointless. We got to wait for maybe another 30 minutes to 1 hour to get clear direction. But if we do close bearish, that's a good sign. Then we are heading down. If that's the case, then we have a candle to trade from. We did tap that candle. Did tap that. 351141. 351. Possibly coming down. Let's see. Gotta wait for the 30-minute candle to close. Too early to say anything right now. It's 11 and a half minutes or 30-minute candle to close. Gotta wait for this to close. That's nice. It's a clean break there. Yeah, this was the tap that I wanted to see. 15-minute candle, um, liquidity grab from this. I drew the fib because that's the highest high. This candle broke this high, then this candle, this was second 15 break, and now we're coming down. Once you break this low, we're good. We're good. Once you break this low, this needs to break. Otherwise, 2633 is holding, weekly support is holding to push price back up. That's what's happened here. So 2633 push price all the way up, 100 pips up all the way again. That can happen again. We have to break this low. Once you break the low, we're good. We're going to go down. Ideally need that 30-minute close just under 2633 to confirm that push down, where the next candle pulls back up and then breaks the current candle low and continues down. There's a clean space straight down to 2625 and then 2619. Okay, still a lot of time. Still 8 minutes for the 30-minute candle close. Anything can happen. Can close bullish here again. It's gotta wait. Even though I see a tap here and push down, weekly support is very strong. We've been holding weekly support for 8 days now. So it's not easy to break weekly support. It's going to take a lot of selling pressure to break weekly support. See, we're pushing back up again. Yep, pushing back up again. If we close bullish, then could be heading up again. M30 needs to close bearish. The bearish doji is fine, but it needs to close bearish. If we form support here for the second time, we made support here at weekly support, we made M30 support. If you form support again for the second time at weekly support, M30 support, if you form M30 support again here for the second time, then it's very likely that we're going to go up, because this zone is consumed. This candle is consumed now. So we're going up there to the next one. So this 5 minutes is closing. Yeah, 5 minutes is closing. It's pushing up. Back to bullish, M30 bullish candle. The next 5 minute candle has to close bearish for the M30 to close bearish. the next 5-minute candle. If the next 5-minute candle pushes and breaks this high and continues, then the M30 is going to close bullish. The H1 is probably going to close bullish, and we're heading up. So the next 5-minute candle must close a bearish candle, or must close below 2635.50. We're pushing up. Yeah, we're pushing up so far. Yeah, we're pushing up. Yeah, pushing up. Let's take out entry there though, at optimal. It's got to come here, 2635.50. Got to come. We've got to break 2635.50 and close below it. Still bullish. No clear direction. No clear direction yet. 4 minutes more for the candle to close. Yeah, still closing bullish. Pushing up. It has to drop here. Three minutes. Maybe I should close one of my positions. So let's see. Yeah. Maybe I should close one of my positions. Yeah, we're just ranging. Nothing's happening right now. Absolutely nothing is happening. It's probably waiting for NYSE open. 30 minutes more for NYSE open. It's nothing happening. It's just right now, just ranging here. Price is undecisive. The 120 pip range, we're right in the middle here. We don't know if right in between supply and demand. We don't know if price needs to go up, price needs to go down. Price doesn't know what it wants to do. Bouncing off a liquidity candle here, bouncing off weekly support here. A minute and a half. Okay, I'm gonna probably end the stream as well. It's a Friday. There's nothing happening. NFP didn't do anything. Usually NFP is big, but it's done nothing. It's done nothing. We're just exactly where we started, and we are closing bullish. The M30 candle is closing bullish, trying to push up. Okay, I'm gonna close my trades, and that's it. Open is 35.55. Let's go down to the M1. Let's look at the close. 35.98. Yeah, close everything unless it pushes straight down. 65, 35.60, 35.56, 35. Yeah, we closed bullish. I'm gonna close. Yeah, it's nothing. I'm gonna push down before I close. I'm gonna go straight up. 1 hour close bearish, but the M30 is close to bullish doji. We are gonna push up. Yeah, that's it. Nothing to do. We're ranging. This is garbage. This is dog shit. NFP didn't do nothing. We're just closing doji after doji. Probably this one's going to close doji as well. We're right in the middle. Okay, so that's it. Okay, be back here on Monday. Hopefully next week is CPI. We'll have a little better volume next week than this week. This week's been absolute trash. Absolute trash. So hopefully next week we'll have a little more volume than this week. All right. See you guys on Monday.